guys, Pastor Lori here. I want to welcome you tonight, and I want you to think about for a minute. What is your favorite animal? Do you got it? Why don't you share it with whoever you're watching? I know for me, I always loved the giraffes because they're so big, but they have zebras and lions and all kinds of animals. And we're going to talk about a guy named Noah tonight. First, we're going to sing about him. So why don't you get up and get ready to sing.
The Lord said to Noah, there's going to be a floody, floody. Lord said to Noah, there's going to be a floody, floody. Get those animals out of the muddy, muddy children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. So Noah, he built them an arky, arky. Noah, he built them an arky, arky. Built it out of over barky, barky children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. The animals, they came on by twosies, twosies. Animals, they came on by twosies, twosies. Elephants and kangaroosies, roosies, children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. It rained and poured for 40 days, daisies. Rained and poured for 40 days, daisies. They really drove us animals crazy, crazy, children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. The sun came out and dried up the landy, landy. Sun came out and dried up the landy, landy. Everything was fine and dandy, dandy, children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. The animals, they came off by threesies, threesies. Animals, they came off by threesies, threesies. Tall giraffes and chimpanzees, these children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord.
Hey, you guys, I just loved hearing your singing. Well, stay standing because we're going to have some fun time imitating animals.
Hello, we're in the next phase of our Noah's Ark presentation. This part's called Know About Animals, Know About Movement, Know About Being Happy, Having Fun, and Being Silly. We're in the home of the Wolcott family. My dear friends, Christy, her husband Jordan, their daughter Kenzie, who's 4.5, and their daughter Carson, who is 2, which are usually not camera shy. Now, this part's about movement. So make sure you ask a grown-up if it's okay to be in the area that you plan on doing this for your safety, safety of others, and safety of your belongings. Now, everyone doesn't do things the same way. You do it the way you want. Some people might be seated in a chair, some may be on the floor, some may be standing up. So you do it the way you want to do it, and just have fun. Our first animal and movement is a giraffe. A giraffe reaches up tall to get the leaves in the trees and then spreads their legs to go down to eat from the ground. And stretch up again. And spread your legs and touch the floor. All right. Next animal is the elephant. Oh. This is one of our big animals. And the trunk's moving side to side. Next is a caterpillar. Caterpillar stretches out and hunches up and stretches out again. And caterpillars turn into butterflies. This can be a fun one. This is a duck. You can do it many different ways.
You can go like this, or if you need a little bit of help, just go on the ground and then do this.
And the duck makes what kind of sound? It's a bear, big bear, stomping through the woods, and then into a bear crawl. And you can do it however you feel you need to interpret. Next is a penguin. Penguins can be very funny. Look like they're wearing that tuxedo. Next is a fish in the water. Nice. All kinds of fish, all different sizes. Next is a rabbit. Rabbit likes to hop and jump around. Next is a monkey. Monkey likes to climb and swing from the trees. And most people think that a banana is his favorite food. But actually the bananas that we eat aren't the ones they usually eat in the wild. A turtle. Turtle moves very slowly. Doesn't make a lot of noise. Hides in its shell as protection. A cheetah is one of the fastest animals in the world, if not the fastest. A kangaroo is another one that hops around, carries their babies in a pouch in the front of them. A frog is another jumping one. Next is a cat. Sometimes when they're afraid, they hunch up on their back. Their back hunches up. And they're happy. They relax and sometimes purr. Next is a horse. Galloping like a horse. It used to be used for transportation and hauling equipment. Now, most of the times, we just like to have them as a pet and ride them. A seal. You can do a seal different ways. Seals can be trained. They clap, they wave, do all kinds of tricks. Nice stretch you get when doing the seal. And we have a crab. Crab lives down by the water, goes in the sand, and what's it do in the sand? Does it dig in the sand?
Digga 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 whoop. Digga 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 whoop. Digga 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 whoop. Digga 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 whoop.
These are just a few of the exercises you can do when you're at home or have some free time or just want to have fun and be silly. You can do it any way you want. Pick more animals. Make your own fun. Have a great day.
Bye. I know.
I brought the animals.
I put the animals.
Well, hey there. Thanks for joining us. It's time for a story. Today I'm going to share with you my Noah's Ark storybook, and this is a Precious Moments book, and it is by Jean Fisher. Rain. God made the rain. It makes the flowers grow. It gives the ducks a drink and washes the earth fresh and clean. Do you like playing in the rain? Rain can be fun. Maybe you like to splish splash in the puddles or dance with the raindrops. But sometimes the rain falls hard and the thunder goes boom. Don't be afraid. God promises to be with you while He gives the earth a good bath. A message for Noah. One day long ago, God saw that His people were doing many terrible things on earth. Everywhere and all the time, people were doing bad things, and they didn't even care. So God decided to send a flood to wash everything away and start over again. But first, God spoke to Noah. Noah loved God and obeyed whatever God asked him to do. Noah, he said, when the flood comes, I will keep you and your family safe. Build a big boat. Build it just as I say. And that's from Genesis chapter 6, verses 9 through 18. The ark and the animals. Noah called the big boat an ark. And God said, Noah, when I send the flood, you and your family will live in the ark with 2 of every kind of animal in the whole world. Then God sent to Noah all the different kinds of animals. Animals that roar, howl, and purr. Animals that squeak, moo, and buzz. Animals that chirp, twitter, and tweet. Animals that bark. Animals that whinny. Animals that cluck and oink and squeal. All kinds of animals came to the ark. And then the rain came down. Pitter patter, Rain fell from the sky. First 1 drop, then 2 drops, then 3, 4, and 5. The rain poured down, and just like God promised, Noah's Ark floated away with everyone safe inside. Water flooded the earth for 40 days. As the water rose, it lifted the boat off the ground. The water continued to rise, and the boat floated on the water above the earth. The water rose so much that even the highest mountains under the sky were covered by it. Noah, his family, and all the animals in the big ark floated along safely. Wow. Shannon, I wonder what happens now. Can you finish this for us?
Noah probably wondered if it was ever going to stop raining. Finally, the clouds stopped pouring rain. A big wind blew over the earth. The water began to go down, and the boat touched land again. It came to rest on a mountain. Noah sent a dove into the sky. When it didn't come back, he knew why. The earth was dry as it could be, and the dove found its home in an olive tree. Noah and the animals had been in the ark for more than a year. God had washed the earth fresh and clean, and now it was time to leave the ark and make a new home. Noah and his family stepped out of the ark. The animals left the ark too. Some wriggled, some ran, some hopped, some flapped, and some flew. Then God made a promise to Noah and to us all. I will never again destroy every living thing on the earth as I did this time. From Genesis 8:21. And he sealed his promise with a rainbow. God said, when the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it. Then I will remember my promise that continues forever. Whenever you see a rainbow, think of Noah and the great big flood. Then remember God's promise. God is with you all the time, and he will take care of you. The Lord will guard you as you come and go, both now and forever.
Time.
I know.
Hello, boys and girls and parents. Welcome to the Vacation Bible School craft section. There will be 2 different crafts that you will see. The first one is for the younger group and the second one is for the older group. It depends on what the age is, which craft you'll get. So the first one I'll be doing is the younger group. You are going to be getting a piece of poster board like this, and then a set of different kinds of stickers, and also a Noah's Ark to go with it. So what you're going to do, I already did this for you. You're going to take the adhesive back off of wherever you want to put them, whichever one you want to do, and then you're just going to stick it on to the poster board. You can see where I did this. I did the ark, and then I put Noah there. I put the rainbow up there. Here's a giraffe getting off. And you can then take this and color it whatever way you want. If you want to put water, you can put grass. I'm not the best artist, So I haven't done much with it, but you can see if I wanted to take the horse, this horse here, all I do is I punch him out like this, and then like I said, there's the backing. You just take the backing off like so, and then you can stick it wherever you want. Now once you stick him on though, he's on, so you're not going to be able to move him. And then just press him down, and there you go. So when you get any of your animals wherever you want, then you can start to color however you would like. And your kit that you will get for Vacation Bible School will have all this in it. And that was the first project. The second project for the older group will be making a rainbow. So you will get a piece of plastic like this, and you can see it's in the shape of a rainbow. You will get some yarn, and you will also get a needle, and this needle will be in a little piece of paper like this. Don't rip or get rid of the piece of paper. You will need it. What you'll do is you'll have to thread this needle, and in order to thread it, because the yarn won't go through, you'll take this piece of paper and your needle, and you'll put the folded end through the needle about halfway or so, and then you'll open up the folded part between the needle and the end, and then take a piece of yarn. It doesn't matter, whatever color yarn you would like. I'm going to use this green. Put it through like this, and then pull it through, and then pull one end, the shorter end, pull the shorter end through the eye of the needle. Then you slip this off. So you can see then it is done. Now you can do this however you want, use whatever colors you want. I'm going to go in like this, and I'll leave a little bit at the end, or you can knot it at the end, and then I'm going to skip a couple holes. You can do every one if you want, whatever you want to do. This is your project. And you just go like that. Then you take it from the back. I'm skipping a couple holes and come through. And then when you're done, you can knot it or whatever you want to do with it. When you're done with one row, or if you decide you want to change it in the middle, that's okay too. You'll just take your needle off and you'll put another color in, and you'll sew that end. So it'll look kind of like this. You can see where I haven't finished, but I've started the blue right here. You can make this again however you would like. This is your project, whatever you want it to look like. And those are our two projects. Have a great time. Thank you for joining us in our Vacation Bible School. See you later.
Hi everyone. We've been talking about Noah and the Ark. And if you'd like to read that story for yourself, you can find it in the Bible in Genesis chapters 6 through 9. I think that Noah's story was very interesting and a lot of fun. And there were some things I didn't know. So I'd like to share with you some of the little fun facts that I discovered when I was reading the story and researching the story a little bit. So I'd like to share them with you. Noah was 500 years old when God spoke to him. Noah was a farmer, and he also built ships, and he loved God. And that's why God spoke to him and asked him to build the ark, because he knew that as a shipbuilder, he could carry out the directions that God wanted him to carry out. And he had very specific guidelines for building the ark. He wanted it to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Now, we don't have cubits anymore, but it's said to be, if we put it in measurement we have now, it would be about 150 yards long, 35 yards wide, and 15 yards high. So to put that into perspective a little bit, it's about 1.5 football fields long. Now, if you've ever been to a football game or seen one on TV, you know how long that field is. Now, 1.5 of them is about how long Noah's Ark was. And if you took 2 tractor trailers and you put them nose to nose, the length of those 2 tractor trailers is about the width of Noah's Ark. And if you took 5 refrigerators and you stacked them one on top of the other, that's about how high Noah's Ark was. And such a big ark, it took Noah 100 years to build the ark. And then God asked Noah to take 1 pair of every animal and put them on the ark. Plus, they also took extra animals that they used for food, for the animals and for the family, and grains and hay and all those type of things to put on the ship. So, that's a lot of animals. 16,000 animals they thought might have been on Noah's Ark. Now, if you've ever been to the zoo or a farm and just been around a few animals, you know that that doesn't really smell too wonderful. So it couldn't have been a very pleasant smelling journey on the ark. Now, it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Plus after that, they had to wait for the waters to recede before the family could leave the ark. So they were in there for about a year. So think about this. Your family's in an ark for a year with 16,000 not so pleasant smelling animals. I don't think it could have been a very fun time for Noah and his family, but they did it because God asked them to. So, the ark had no steering wheel. How do you think that the ark got where it needed to go? Well, God steered it. He caused the waters to flow and move so that it had the ark float to where he wanted it to go. And after all of the waters receded, it landed on Mount Ararat. Now that's in the Middle East, and it's about where Turkey is. So if you have a globe or a map and you want to look it up, find Turkey, and that's where Noah's Ark rested after all the waters receded. It's right on top of that mountain. So when Noah and his family were able to leave the ark, the first thing him and his family did was build an altar and thank God for keeping him and his family safe. That was their top priority, to thank God for keeping them safe. And after that, God placed a rainbow in the sky, and that was his promise to Noah and to us, that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood. And God always keeps his promises. So they're just a few facts that I thought you might find interesting. I hope you did. Now, while I have you, I just want to mention that in your bags that you got before Bible school, there's a folder. Now, they're different for the younger kids and for the older kids, but inside it, there's some pictures to color. There's word puzzles, I think crossword puzzle, word finds, mazes, those types of things. You can use them anytime you want. Whenever you're bored or want something fun to do, you can take out one of the papers and finish it. And it's just to do whenever you have the time. But what I'd like to suggest is that when you're done with your crafts, your rainbow or your Noah's Ark or coloring your pictures, that you have your mom or dad take a picture and send them to me or to Pastor Lori so that we can share them with our church family. As you know, in the past, whenever we had Bible school, we would have a table out back and we'd put all of our crafts and our pictures and things and share them with everyone so they could see what we learned about during Bible school. We can't do that this time, but if you send us your pictures, we can make a video gallery and we can share it with all of our church family. I know they would love to see everything that you've learned and everything that we've done in this Bible school that we've done. So think about that, and we hope to see all of your Noah's Ark VBS creations. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, that's it. Make sure you look in your bag for some goodies. Send in your pictures. And thanks for tuning in. Love you guys.